Coming up on Mountain News this morning, 10 warrants are issued for the missing Wise County, Virginia high school football coach. We'll tell you why. And a man is charged with terroristic threats and criminal extortion after threatening a U of L football coach.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Welcome to Mountain News this morning. I'm McKinley Calandrino here with you on this Wednesday, November 26th. The time is now 5:59. Let's check in with meteorologist Megan Dismal for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, the roads were pretty clear as I was driving to work this morning, but what can others expect as they're going out the door?
Well, we're not dealing with too much fog, so there's the great news, but a little bit of rain is in the forecast just for the next couple hours, so keep that in mind as you're starting off your day. Here's a look at that live pinpoint Doppler radar. You'll notice just where the rain is right now, stretching from portions of Clay County to Rowan County. And we'll see this last line of showers moving through the next several hours. By the time we head into noon, though, all rain chances across eastern Kentucky will be clear and will stay clear from rain until late on your Saturday. Now, in terms of temperatures, though, this morning, don't be fooled. We're looking at some mid to upper 50s right now, but as you'll notice, much cooler air is on the way as we're heading through the next several hours. In fact, high temperatures for today are happening this morning with a secondary high in the low 50s around 1 p.m. So it's going to get cold, and we're going to continue to see those temperatures dropping throughout the next several hours. As we look at Wednesday's forecast, you can just see how much cooler it's going to get. So keep that in mind as you're getting ready for the day. McKinley.
All right, thank you, Megan. The search continues for a missing Southwest Virginia high school football coach who is now a fugitive. 46-year-old Travis Turner is wanted on child sexual abuse material possession and other charges related to the solicitation of a minor. According to state police, the Wise County School District did confirm they recently suspended one of their employees with pay. Police have used drones and canines as a part of their search. He was reportedly last seen wearing a gray sweatshirt and sweatpants. Turner's Union High School football team, without their coach, won last Saturday's game to move on to the region championship. We've also learned that Turner played college football at Eastern Kentucky University. Wise County and the City of Norton's Commonwealth attorney Brett Hall issued a statement Tuesday regarding the case, saying, quote, "My office is aware of the ongoing investigation pertaining to charges against Union High School's head coach, Travis Turner of Appalachia, Virginia. Per the Virginia Rules of Professionalism Conduct set forth by the Virginia State Bar, we are not allowed to comment any further at this time." Alleged threats to UOFL football coach Jeff Brom and his family seem to be related to gambling. Texas businessman Brian Mandel is charged with terroristic threats and criminal extortion. Police say he made threats to Brom, his family, and quarterback Miller Moss. After the Cards lost to the CAL earlier this month, here's part of the message he sent to Coach Brom. Quote, "I am going to find and kill you and your entire blank family, you piece of blank." Here's what the police say he messaged Moss. Quote, "I am going to spend the rest of my life making yours miserable. You cost me $80,000 last night. You can either pay me or suffer the consequences. They will all suffer," end quote. Mandel pleaded not guilty to the charges. He's set to return to court in February, and Mandel is not allowed to drink or gamble or contact any of the people he's charged with threatening. We have details from airport firefighters who were some of the first at the scene of the UPS Flight 2976 crash in Louisville. This is video from airport security cameras. Firefighters at Muhammad International Airport are specially trained and equipped to respond to aviation disasters. But even in this case, getting to the fire was a challenge. Crews say as they tried to race to the crash scene, they were first blocked by down power lines. Once crews cleared those, the next problem to overcome was the oil pouring out of the recycling facility that was hit in the crash.
I've heard some of our responders say that they thought that this was the day they may not make it home because of all the explosions. You've seen the tanks that were down there. There's so many tanks where the oil recycling center was that every time an explosion went off, they're thinking, okay, is the next one going to be it? That's some of the words I've heard out of our responders.
Airport first responders say they stayed to support partner crews once the flames were extinguished. The damage from the crash was a half a mile wide. 3 crew members were killed, as well as 11 people on the ground who were in businesses near the airport. A National Transportation Safety Board report says the plane's left engine detached during takeoff. The report says the component that keeps the engine attached to the wing showed signs of fatigue cracks. A legal battle in eastern Kentucky over millions of dollars meant for community projects. The Lexington Herald Leader reports that the Bluegrass Community Foundation has filed a federal lawsuit. It's suing Donna Sawyer for creating a new charitable fund with the same name as the Magoffin County Community Foundation. That fund has been around for more than 23 years, and its founder died last year, leaving millions in its estate intended for the original fund. The lawsuit claims that Sawyer is trying to redirect estate assets and donations to the new foundation. Attorney General Russell Coleman says a new settlement with East Kentucky Power Cooperative will keep electrical bills from jumping from hundreds of thousands of Kentucky families. The agreement, which still needs PSC approval, would limit rate increases to under $5 a month. EKPC also can't seek another rate hike for 3 years. Coleman says the settlement is a way to keep energy affordable while supporting future growth. This settlement with East Kentucky Power has nothing to do with the rate increase proposal by Kentucky Power, which is an American Electrical Power or AEP company. Governor Andy Beshear is joining 19 other states and D.C. in a lawsuit challenging new federal housing policy changes proposed by the Trump administration. The governor says the changes would cut more than $15 million in HUD funding to Kentucky, putting about 700 households at risk of returning to homelessness and more than 1,200 Kentuckians at risk of losing their homes. The suit argues the policy would cap funding for the permanent supportive housing and force states to reapply for money already approved by Congress. CBS has learned that the FBI wants to speak with each of the 6 congressional Democrats who made a conversational video saying military members should not follow illegal orders. The video sparked immediate backlash, with President Trump calling it a seditious behavior. The lawmakers now accuse the president of using the FBI as a scarce tactic to silence them. CBS's Bradley Blackburn has more from New York.
Defend this Constitution.
This video featuring 6 Democratic lawmakers telling service members not to follow unlawful orders has sparked controversy and now an FBI inquiry.
You must refuse illegal orders.
Multiple sources tell CBS News the FBI has reached out to congressional leaders about interviewing each of the lawmakers, all military or intelligence community veterans. The FBI and Justice Department have declined to comment. President Trump criticized the video in a slew of social media posts, including one labeling it seditious behavior punishable by death.
You can't have a functioning military if there is disorder and chaos within the ranks.
One of the Democrats in the video, Michigan Senator Alyssa Slotkin, slammed the FBI inquiry as a scare tactic.
The president's reaction and the use of the FBI against us is exactly why we made the video.
The Pentagon has also launched a separate probe into another Democrat in the video, former astronaut Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, which it says could include recalling the military retiree to active duty for court-martial.
I'm not going to be intimidated.
In a fundraising email, Kelly called it political persecution. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
At least 2 congressional Republicans have come to the Democratic lawmakers' defense. On social media, Alaskan Senator Lisa Murkowski called the accusations of sedition reckless and the investigators into Senate Mark Kelly and others frivolous. Senator John Curtis of Utah has also spoken out regarding the probe into Kelly. Pregnant women with thyroid hormone imbalances may be at increased risk of having children with autism. A study in Israel found a link between autism and women who had an ongoing thyroid hormone imbalances over multiple trimesters. However, there was no increased risk of autism among women whose thyroid dysfunction was adequately treated. An ultrasound in the first trimester can lead to earlier detection of fetal abnormality. Research from the University of Oxford found while second trimester ultrasounds are often used to detect serious problems in a fetus, it is now possible to screen for those even earlier. The study found the first trimester ultrasounds can detect 40% of that abnormality, including the skull, heart, or limb. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, a 10-year-old is proving it's better to give than receive during the holidays.
And we're at a warm start to the day, but colder temperatures are on the way.